following training is sponsored by the Niagara Library System. We serve our member libraries in Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties. Please visit your local library homepage and use your library card to get access to streaming videos, downloadable music, audiobooks, ebooks, and even more from the comfort of your own home. Thank you. Hello, good to see everybody as usual. Today we're going to talk more about the internet, chaos in the internet, and there's so many smart people who see this stuff way before I do, and I like to highlight the books, especially the books like this one by Jacques Barzun that we'll be talking about. It's called From Dawn to Decadence, and we have it here in our library system. So let's talk a little bit about the book, and I'll show you which libraries have it and how you can request it. Getting into this, John Miltmore writes, Jacques Barzun, who lived from 1907 to 2012, was one of the preeminent historians of his day. His magnum opus, From Dawn to Decadence, traces the history of Western culture from 1500 to about the year 2000. So in the final chapter of the book, Barzun spends a page to muse on a revolutionary invention, the internet. Now remember, this actual book was written in 1999, so the internet was brand spanking new. This is like 22 years ago now, holy cow. And the technology was still pretty new at the time, and like it says there, the book was published in 2000. Mark Zuckerberg was a junior in high school at Ardsley High School in New York. So what did Barzun write about? Barzun says here, it made still more general the nerveless mode of existence, sitting and staring, and thus further isolated the individual. It enlarged the realm of the abstraction to command the virtual, reduces the taste for the concrete. At the same time, the contents of the internet were the same old items in multiplied confusion. So the old saying, there's nothing new under the sun. The internet is the same old, but bigger, better, faster, more. And is it really better? So the world of knowledge could be at one's disposal only if one already knew a great deal and wanted further information to turn into knowledge after gauging its value. Does that sound like somebody, librarians? It should. The internet dispensed error and misinformation with the same impartiality as other data, the best transferred from books in libraries. So in the last 20C, I assume that's short for the 20 centuries that he was covering from 1500 on, report the working of the World Wide Web was that its popularity was causing traffic jams on the roads to access, and that the unregulated freedom to contribute to its words, numbers, ideas, pictures, and foolishness was creating chaos. In other words, duplicating the world in electronic form. Now, I will go on to say not only duplicating the world in electronic form, but moving the world at the speed of electrons, at the speed of light, at the speed of electricity. That's a real recipe for disaster. Barzun goes on to say the remaining advantage of the real world was that its contents were scattered over a wide territory and one not need be aware of more than one's mind had room for. That's again what I had just mentioned. So this is a pretty interesting book, and it sounds a little bit depressing, but I think overall it would be interesting to read the book. So this is just one small piece from it. So where's the rest of the book? I'm so glad you asked. If we go to Niagara.org. This brings us, Niagara.org, brings us to our catalog, and all of our member libraries have access to our catalog. So let's look up From Dawn to Decadence. So I type in the whole title, From Dawn to Decadence, and I'm going to click or tap search, or I can press my enter key. Here's the record for the book, and remember this book is about 22 years old right now. And we do have it, and here's the listing of the libraries that have it. So hello to Batavia and Leroy and Lewiston and Lockport, Medina, and Sanborn Pekin. Great to see that you all have this book. You can request it. Now, again, I maybe don't live near these libraries. Maybe I want to get it at my local library. So what I would end up doing is scrolling back up to the top of the page, and I'm going to go right here to place hold. When I click on that, I'll be prompted to log in with my library card number and its PIN, and I'll be right back. Once I log in, I will see that I can actually pick any library from the list. My library would be highlighted, which is fine. My library. Your home library would be highlighted based on your card number. And all you'd have to do is go ahead and place the hold. Hi, Barker. Nice to see you. And once you place the hold, you give it a few days, and you get a call or an email from your librarian, and the book is there, and then you can read it. So also, before we leave here too, I do want to mention it because I keep talking about placing holds. Let me close this. Let's say now, so I closed it, I scrolled back down. Let's say I want the book today. I need it today. I can actually call any of these libraries, and it says that it's actually available right now. And I could pick any of the libraries that are closest geographically to me. I could give them a call and say, hey, do you have this book on the shelf? And they'll go and they'll look for it. And if you ask them to say, I need it today, would you please hold it for me? They will definitely hold it for you. And if you drive to the library, you can go to the reference desk and ask, I called earlier, I have a book on hold, and you say your name and you have your library card, and you can check out the book today if you go there yourself. So it's a great service, and you have books available at any point in time virtually. So have a great day, and I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye now.